listen, your focus needs to be on success, and that's it. No focus being on what's going on around you outside of what you need to be observing as a man, as usual. But don't worry about what women are doing. Absolutely never listen to what a woman says. Now, we know this, we know the code. Watch what they do. Okay? And we're not doing any of these things for the women. That's just a bonus. We're doing it for ourselves. We're finally, doing what we should have been doing the entire time, which is self-improvement, self-love. You know what I mean? Can't go wrong with that. Ladies out there as well, if you're, woman enough to be basking in your femininity, and, you won't have a whole bunch of bodies, and, you be the kind of woman that'll attract a man without using any witchcraft or hoodoo, voodoo goofiness. Now, that being said, listen, y'all, there's a few things I want to put out. I was going to take the day off and not talk at all, but couldn't help myself, love being on here. I probably will drop a pre-recorded video, just to get the week started off right. I appreciate all of you guys' support, hitting the like button, all the comments, even the haters spamming my live chat. It still helps. You know what I'm saying? But getting kind of dark out here. I'm sorry, you guys. I was just inside hanging out with my son, and I can't wait. I don't know about you guys until it gets dark at like 8-9 o'clock, but either way, doesn't really matter. The real dilemma is, do I move to the Thailand or do I move to the Philippines? What do I do? What do I do? Ha! Your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing here? Ooh, yeah. It's what do I do? How do I do it? You know what I'm saying? Where should I go? I'm going to go ahead, probably, see, I can home base it in Thailand, and then I can travel looking for love in the Philippines, or I can home base it in the Philippines and travel to Thailand. I think I want to home base it in Thailand, and then like travel to the Philippines regularly. I mean, like on a like regular basis, go over there, look for some women, see what they got going on, and then maybe, just maybe, move to the Philippines later on. But here's the point. We have to focus on your success. You need to be focusing on the things that you have control of. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, family? How you doing? How you living? So I was talking about how as men, and for the ladies that watch, I know I have a few of you guys, it went down from 40-something% to astonishing 15%. I don't know what that means, but whatever. A few of you, hung around. But you should be focusing on your fitness, educating yourself, and your health. Okay? These are very important. Hey, what's going on? How's it going? What's going on, Jamie? How you doing? These are very important and vital things to be doing. Now, listen, when you're also, your spiritual development. Now, understand something, you guys. I get up at 3 a.m., but I don't normally go live or something until like 7. The first couple hours, I'm putting my spiritual armor on. You got to get that armor of God. A lot of people don't understand what the armor of God's about. Well, if you're a content creator or you're working somewhere, people can be sending you all kind of energy and you don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You get caught off guard. There's a lot of root work and stuff like that people are doing to unexpected people just to see what can happen to them. And see, I was blessed enough when I started like making my way downtown. No, seriously, like when I got out of the narcissistic awareness thing, I started kind of like dabbling in the spiritual community, doing a little bit of tarot. I started seeing all the witchcraft going on. I'm like, ooh, oh no, man, I got up out of there quick. You know what I'm saying? Had to go. Got up out of there. But while I was there, I was watching how these women moved. They get online and they project and they say crazy things, you know what I'm saying, which any rational person, now not all, but some of them, like some of the stuff I was hearing, they'll say things like, oh, your enemies are going to get in accidents. Also, the prophetic word women were doing it too. Your enemy's going to get into accidents and, oh, they're going to get, I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are you talking like that? That's not how a person of God speaks. We don't wish, death or harm on our enemies. We do no such thing. Hey, what's going on, bro? 20 a week, body fat. I jog 12 miles a week, fast. 16 to 20 hours. Man, well, you on top of your game, homie. You got it all going on. You know what I'm saying? That fasting part, dude, I just got through breaking my fast. I started eating at like 5:30, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And immediately I felt the weight of the world on me. I'm like, oh, why didn't I just fast the whole day? That's why I love the weekend, man. Like I'll fast like 5, normally like 2, but I wanted pizza. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and fast like 5. I'm gonna eat as many slices of that pizza as I want to, and I'm gonna feel no shame. You know what I'm saying? So I did what I did. Now I'm out here walking it off. We're walking it out. But listen, let's get back to the subject. But yeah, man, you see, you got it going on, man. See the purpose. See, you understand the assignment. You know what it is. Known unknown. You know that you have to be the best version of yourself. And when you're the best version of yourself, then you can attract. Let me turn myself around. It's getting dark as fuck out here, and I don't feel like having to deal with these neighbors. You know what I'm saying? They'll start turning on power tools and shit. You want to be the best version of yourself. And when you're the best version of yourself, the energy that you're going to attract, is going to be people that are going to be in the best versions of their self. Now, I know you've heard this a million times from other people, but it's from people regurgitating information and no one really living it and walking it out like we are, walking it with God. So while you're making yourself like my man unknown here is talking about getting his body fat percentage down to less than 10%, congratulations on that. It's very difficult to stay that disciplined. You know what I'm saying? We should all be trying to strive to get to that, what is it? Brad Pitt Fight Club 5% body fat or 10%. I think he was like 10% in Troy, something like that. Strive to get into that body fat percentage, getting physically fit, putting your armor on for God every AM because you have haters out there that want to see you fail and you don't have time to be figuring out where the energy is coming from. You armor up with God early in the AM. You pray to God, you meditate, let God talk to you, but you make sure you're letting it be known that angels, God, and whatever you believe in, you people out there that believe in other stuff, I ain't got time to break it down for all of that. Do what you need to do, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Get that armor on, man. You know what I'm saying? That way, when you're out here and they're trying to send stuff your way, and then you also have, the powers that be that are using, 5G and things that do all kind of other stuff too. You need to make sure you're armored up. That way, your soul is never in a place of low vibration enough for anything to really affect you that's being sent your way. So you can stay focused on what's important, which is getting to, the bag, your goal, your purpose, and staying on this. Now, see, women can tell this. They can see it. They can smell it on you. They can smell success. They can smell it. They can see it. They can feel it. Some of them are telling themselves, we used to be together in a past life. A lot of them are saying things of this nature. Now, it's better to hear a woman talking like that than another woman projecting onto you, saying things, talking about what other people think about you and what other people are saying. While you're doing what you're doing, you are a maverick. There is not a single person in history to include, Yahshua, or I'm sorry, Jesus, whatever you guys want to call him, right? He was never going to be the kind of person that everybody liked. So if you know the history of things in the Bible and how things go, you're not supposed, if you were going along to get along, then you wouldn't need to be causing change. And if that was going to be the case, then everybody would get along with you and everybody would be changing all the time. Everybody hates change, man, especially those that are vibrating low. So what you have to do, what I make sure I stay focused on, is being the best version of myself. So what does that mean? You have to quantify it some type of way so you can understand what these type of words mean. So I'm not just saying, oh yeah, you got to go into, your mind and you got to pull stuff from those ethers and different dimensions into this realm. You got to come up with a system, and that system can be whatever you want to think. Now, I like using the main character, type of system, but you can use whatever you want to. When people mimic things and don't know what people are doing, it's kind of funny to me. But anyway, I use a main character system. So you want to increase your strength and, your spiritual strength, and you want to increase your your speech, your charm, just whatever you think of as how you would think of yourself as a character, how you can maximize, now I'm saying every kind of character trait of that character. Now, when you maximize yourself and working on your way towards improvement every single day, you're building the discipline, you're going to build an aura about you, and women are going to notice it, and they're going to really love what they see. I mean, I do give it to women that they do have the ability to sniff out, the kind of guy they like, no matter where the guy's at, be in the middle of the mountains, on the back of the mountain, living in a cabin, and women will find you. They will find you, and they will like, what's going on with this? There's something about this guy, and it's you being a man of God, being grounded. Speak, you're healed, or you never were hurt, or whatever the case may be. Most of you guys are healed. That's the only way to really grow. And it's just real smooth energy that women just can't. They find it irresistible. They know you can turn up when need be, but they know you don't walk around turned up all the time. And it kind of drives them crazy. And it's like, okay, but you're getting things done. You know how to keep your business to yourself. They know that you don't go online and tell all your relationship business, which they like a lot. And there's a certain kind of, you know, je ne sais quoi, swag, riz about you, that they know that you can handle your business in the bedroom, you know what I'm saying? On top of everything else. And, it's not just about the women, because you're doing what you need to do to be the best version of yourself, working out daily or whatever you do with your regimen, just sticking to a schedule, eating a certain kind of way and watching your intake or whatever, your calorie deficits, making sure that you're, on, if you can, semen retention, taking some breaks from all that kind of activity, while also intermittently fasting, drinking your water, whatever, all the different things that you need to do, while, just every day not worrying about how you feel, or if you're sore. If you're sore, you didn't stretch enough, you did something wrong the day prior, and you got that day to fix whatever you did wrong, so you don't do it again. So you can, what I'm saying, improve on yourself daily. It's what guys do. That's why guys play video games. They like build a little fake character, which should be themselves, and they just do all these different things to make it the best, dopest character that there is, when they should be thinking about that with themselves. You know what I'm saying? How can I be the dopest character that there is, the best version of myself in this realm? And when you start thinking that kind of way, then you start having the ethers realign themselves, and you start having the world work for you, instead of you being a battery for the powers that be to make the world work for them, creating this horrible B movie that we all live in. That's one hell of a download. I'm gonna go ahead and read some of these comments real quick. Enter through a narrow gate. The gate is wide, and the way through broad leads to destination. And there many who enter through it. For the gates narrow and way constructed that leads to life, and there are few who find it. Absolutely, man. It's the middle of the night out here, and I got shades on. You guys bear with me, and you work with me just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to make sure I read your comments, but I'm out here with shades on, bright light in my face, and try to get downloads in the middle of this. So just work with it. Work with it. What time do we got going on here? Only 13 minutes, so we're good. We're good. So your self-improvement, okay? How do you maintain it? Well, you take your feelings and your emotions out of it. You have a goal to get to. And as a man, as you should know, you shouldn't be letting anything distract you. Like, okay, for example, look at what athletes do, uh, professional UFC fighters do. They have training camps, they focus, they don't let the media get to them, they cut all that stuff off. When you're trying to get to your goal, it should be something that you love to do. It shouldn't be like work. It shouldn't be. And while you're doing this and manifesting your reality, women will see it. They will come to you. I don't care what they say online that women don't approach. They have their own ways of approaching. I'm noticing a lot of different ways right now. Women are like, I don't know, like liking some pictures, leaving comments that go into my DM, stuff like that. There's different kind of ways, right? And also in person, I know I'm stepping my game up. I'm not like trying to rizz them up or nothing. Not on a regular basis, no. I'm just going out. And when I go out, I'm noticing women are like looking me deep in my eyes, smiling longer. Also, if I'm going somewhere where I'm exchanging money or grabbing something, these women are like not just handing me stuff, but making sure that they make contact with my hands and slowly pulling them back. This is a new move. This is sensual. This is something else. I'm like, oh, y'all are slowly putting your hands back, making hand contact. I mean, just really getting just feeling my energy. Women will steal some energy from you. They don't care. They just look at me deep in my eyes like I'm putting them in a trance. I'm just talking to them, smiling. You know what I'm saying? But when your energy's on point, you're in your masculine frame. I'm going to stop saying certain things because listening to women say it really starts to bother me now. But you know what I mean? Your divine masculine frame. But I'm gonna stop saying divine. Women are overusing it. But you're in your masculine frame, and women of all, what I'm saying, types, they like a man being a man. And then when you kind of charming, which is really just you interacting with the woman the way you're supposed to, it makes it that much more enticing. And she just can't help. Like, man, I'm telling you, I was at the store and this lady was handing me my items or whatever and just completely grabbed my hands, and slowly slid her hands back. I'm like, what are you doing here? This seems almost, inappropriate, but she just had to get her feel on. But I was still looking, man, looked at her hands, looked at the nails were done. You know what I'm saying? French tips. I'm like, oh, okay. Looking her over, let's take care of herself. Look at her mouth. We do. We do. But I'm just noticing as the more in my new or my highest self I can be, the more women are acknowledging it and they're just drawn to me. They're just drawn to you. So you guys, as you're getting in alignment, and when you get in alignment, it don't matter what you're doing, women will be drawn to you. And don't never think that you're not in alignment if you're like having to put out things in an aggressive manner because the situation calls for it. Women still love that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've heard some of these women say things like, I'm saying, because I keep track of things that women say about me, that they like it when I'm kind of upset going off. It kind of turns them on a little bit. I don't know what it is, but women are going to be women. So just remember, stay on your purpose. Continue to work on yourself. Your fitness is a daily thing. The way you eat, it shouldn't be a diet. It should be a lifestyle, but it definitely will change the way that you see things. If you are any kind of way deficient, some of you guys might need to get some blood work done. But if you're any kind of way deficient, if you get that kind of stuff taken care of, you'd be surprised at your energy levels. But it's all about maximizing what you need to maximize, being the best version of yourself. And while you're being the best version, you're going to attract all people. You're still going to attract dirtbags, but you're going to attract the women that are going to actually DM you and stuff. I'm starting to get DMs. I don't know if it's because I'm talking about going overseas or whatever, but I'm starting to get DMs from women that aren't just trying to roll around the hay, you know what I'm saying? Or DMs from women that, know how to talk. Don't just get on there with one word or two word responses or whatever. So, it just seems like the more I get in alignment, the more these women are coming towards me, which I know you hear that a lot in alignment and things. But when I say alignment, I'm talking about real stuff, tangible things that men do. Work out, get fit, read more, get trained on things, get outside, get our hands dirty, be good fathers if you're a father. Carry yourself a certain kind of way. Have pride in yourself and what you do. Don't let anybody play you. Things like this that make men great. Things like this that we work on a daily basis. Everything, improve on everything that you can. Don't overdo anything too much. It's all about balance. You know what I'm saying? We're not women or nothing like that. So make sure whatever you're doing, don't overdo your face stuff. Don't be over here trying to be prettier than a woman. Don't be over here overly grooming yourself. You don't need to be hair free like a woman. We need to still maintain a masculine frame. But if you want to treat yourself somewhat sometimes, do what you got to do, but just don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Just remember, we're men. You start raising that standard where we're doing our eyebrows and putting little slits in our eyebrows and doing all this extra stuff, then it'll be the new standard. And I don't want it to be up that high. That's ridiculous, man. Leave that kind of stuff to women. Also, You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of guys nowadays, I don't know what it is. This, content creators just getting on the guys about random things. Just watch what you're watching, man. You know what I mean? If it's a young guy and it seems like he might not know, just watch what you're watching. I ain't saying nothing, but I am saying, just watch what you're watching, man. Sometimes it's just like, oh my God, man. Oh, I keep forgetting I got this mic on. Hope the noises wasn't too crazy. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off here. I'm not gonna hold y'all any longer. I got other stuff to do. I'm gonna try to get on TikTok. I'm gonna walk off some of this food. But remember, work and strive on being the best version of yourself. Get plenty of sleep. When I say plenty of sleep, I can run on like 4 hours, 4.5, 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? But do what you need to do. Maximize your sleep, your fitness. Focus on yourself. Don't chase women. Most importantly, don't chase women. Chasing women is a liability in itself. It's a financial drain. It's a spiritual drain. It's a physical drain. It's an every kind of way drain. Let them come to you so that way you're not overly exerting yourself. You can pace yourself and the woman's interested in you. Find another hobby besides chasing women. Okay? Anyway, y'all, remember, I'm your brother and I love you. Be back on here a little bit later on tonight, possibly, but definitely getting on TikTok. Appreciate y'all.